never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Fine.
Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Since it is a Friday, today I'm going to bring you another installment of Fed Up Friday. Here in a couple of minutes, I'll tell you what I am fed up about in the world of sports for this week. But first, let me touch on a couple of other topics. And the first one I'm sure everybody has heard by now, but on Wednesday afternoon, word came down that former Baltimore Ravens player Tony Siragusa passed away at the age of 55. He died of natural causes, but Tony Siragusa was one of those players. Even back when he played for the Ravens, people always said he was always full of life. He was always happy, cheerful, was never negative, and he just let everybody know that he enjoyed life, and he was always happy to be alive. And after he retired, he did some sideline reporting for Fox for a while, and he was always on the sidelines wearing those bright Hawaiian shirts. But it didn't matter what he was talking about. He was always smiling like he had just won $1 million. The world needs more Tony Siragusas in it. But a quick, funny Tony Siragusa story was when he was playing for the Ravens, they were getting ready for the Super Bowl. And the night before the Super Bowl, he actually ate something that did not agree with his stomach. And he woke up the next morning and he went and told all the Ravens team physicians and doctors and trainers and all that he ate something that did not agree with his stomach. So he would be really happy if they did not wear white pants. That way, if he had an accident on the field, nobody would know. But if you're wearing white and you have one, everybody's going to know. And they told him that unfortunately their jerseys had already been chosen for the game and they were going to wear white pants. He said, well, if you see me on the field laying on my back, don't come check on me. I'm fine. I had an accident. Send out the stretcher and put me on it because I am not getting up and walking and letting everybody see my white pants. So just pay attention. If I'm on the field on my back, send out the stretcher. That's just one of many funny Tony Siragusa stories. Passed away at the age of 55. There's actually been a couple of young athletes who have passed away this week as well. One I believe was 25 and one I believe was 26. And they both passed away of natural causes at such young ages. So thoughts and prayers go out to the Tony Siragusa family at this time. And then I want to quickly touch on Ohio State. In case you have not heard, word came down yesterday that they have copyrighted and trademarked the word "the." And not just the word "the," all capital letters, capital T, capital H, capital E. They are now the Ohio State University. And when you talk about them, you are supposed to say the Ohio State University. Makes no sense to me. They've always done that. I believe one of the reasons why everybody hates it is because they're good if they were 1-11, this is the kind of thing that wouldn't even get talked about. But since they're always a top 5 team, they're one of those teams, since they win, that everything they do is going to rub everybody the wrong way. But almost everybody, when you talk about your team, you say the. So Ohio State shouldn't be special. As a Clemson fan, if another Clemson fan comes up to me and, most of the time they're going to say, I'm a fan of the Clemson Tigers. But they don't say the Clemson Tigers. So it makes no sense to me. It bothers me, but it got me to thinking. There's also other things in collegiate sports that drive me absolutely crazy. I don't know which one of these bugs me the most. If you have any thoughts on this, please feel free to let me know. You have Ohio State wanting to be the Ohio State University. You have the Georgia Bulldogs walking around barking like they're dogs all the time, trying to convince people that dogs is spelled D-A-W-G-S, even though all through school they tell you dogs is spelled D-O-G-S. And then you have Mississippi State always ringing those stupid cowbells, drives everybody insane. And then, of course, you've got the Vanderbilt fan who uses the air horn, but nobody knows about it because Vanderbilt is so bad that even the Vanderbilt fans that go to the game don't hear it because he's way at the top of the stadium all by himself. But an air horn is always irritating. And then you have Tennessee playing the song Rocky Top. Now, the song Rocky Top is actually not a bad song, but they want to play it after every first down, second down, third down, field goal, punt, kick return, extra point, just everything. So you hear that song about 975 times a game. So when you're watching Tennessee on TV and every 30 seconds you hear Rocky Top, Rocky Top, it can be kind of annoying. But I don't know if any of those are quite as annoying as Ohio State wanting to be called the Ohio State. And don't ever let any Buckeye fan hear you say that your team is the whoever, because then they'll get mad. Now, you can say my team is the, but don't say we're the. And then last but not least, let's talk about Fed Up Friday. And I am fed up with the Miami Hurricanes this week because I'm sick and tired of them trying to convince people that they are better just because they said so. I was hearing some Miami players and coaches on the radio a couple of weeks ago because it's getting that time of the year now where you're going to start seeing the college football magazines coming out and all the players going on TV doing interviews and all that stuff, because 1 week from today, it's July. So we're almost officially in football season. And all these Miami coaches and players kept saying, we're going to be better. And you ask them why, and it's, well, because we said so. Well, you're not going to be better because you said so. You have to give me reasons why you're going to be better. I'm not going to give you credit for something you haven't done. I've heard the U is back for 25 years, and then they get on the field, and they're not back. They have not been relevant since Ken Dorsey was their quarterback. But every single year, they say they're back. Now, you've been mediocre for the better part of a decade, and you pretty much have the same team this year you had last year, and last year's team was mediocre, and I'm supposed to believe that you're back because you said so. That's a bunch of garbage. You got to go out there and show me you're back. Don't tell me you're back. Show me you're back. And they've got all this hype on Tyler Van Dyke, their quarterback. Now, did he look good last year? Yes, he did, but he played about 5 games. So most teams and most coaching staffs are still learning about him. They've had the entire offseason now to watch film on him. So he may not be the same quarterback this year as he was last year. Now, he may be. Me personally, I think he's going to be a good quarterback, but I could be wrong. But you've got a head coach that's proven he can recruit, but he can't coach. Oregon has been a good football team for 15 years, if not 20. They were good before Chip Kelly, and then Chip Kelly just got them a little bit better. And then when Chip Kelly left, Mark Helfrich took over, and they were still good, but they went from being an 11-win team to being an 8-win team, so they ran him off. And then Willie Taggart had one bad season, and he left to go to Florida State. And then Mario Cristobal comes in, and you've been pretty much an 8 or 9 win team for the last handful of years. In the Pac 12 conference, which absolutely sucks, you had 2 games last year where you pretty much didn't show up at all. You'd been better off staying at home than showing up and playing the way you played. And Mario Cristobal did not even win the Pac 12 one time, but yet all of a sudden he goes to Miami and he's supposed to be some great coach. No, the man can recruit, the man can't coach. So I'm sick of Miami trying to tell me every year that they're back. And I hear this hogwash, this absolute, utter, complete garbage every single year that the U is back, the U is back, the U is back. And then by the middle of October, the conversation turns into, what's wrong with Miami? Nothing's wrong with Miami. It's just they suck. And they try to convince people they don't suck. We need to sit back and watch them and actually see that they're playing better and not just take their word for it. Which leads me to my question. Which team is more overhyped? Texas, Miami, or USC? Those are 3 programs that every single year people try to convince us they're going to be top 10 teams, and they never are. So which one of those 3 programs is more overhyped in your opinion? Texas, Miami, or USC? Any thoughts on that? Please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. How do trees get on the internet? They log in. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.